started in the agriculture industry, which is the packing shed or the warehouse. So when I started as a box maker, which is part of general labor. It's a position where pretty much we create boxes in a way to put apples or cherries in a box. So I started doing that, and then from there I just took on. I was offered if I wanted to learn new things, and I always say yes for everything that they asked me to about. So after doing a little bit of everything, I went up to an assistant supervisor role, and then I did that for a few months, and then a position for a supervisor opened up. So I applied, was interviewed, I was given the opportunity, and that's how I started for the next 10 years to be a supervisor. And as right now, I'm in charge of full production on apples and cherries, packaging, organic certifications, everything that relates to management at the production level. So that's my role. A lot of the things were done by not just paper, but there was a lot of labor force, if that makes sense. So there was a lot of people everywhere. So as years passed, technology started to come in, and that includes color sorting, electronically sorting, new machines for dunking fruit faster. How can we separate fruit better, or better decisions? So it's been a process for sure. But it's been a challenge. I mean, I like what I do, but you have to put some type of effort. So if you like it, even though it's a process, then I think that's the right way to go in my opinion. Just about 12 years ago, we used to have a lot of sorters because there was no technology related to electronic sorting at that time. But if there was, we just didn't have it back then. So with years, we put in a new line right now where all that is being done by a machine. So it's been a process of having a lot of people manually looking at cherries. Now we have a machine that does that, and it only takes one operator. So it takes one person, make color maps, defect maps, adjusting parameters up and down, keeping records of what that person is doing. So all these, we went from having 50, 60 people sorting to one operator. It's a challenge for sure. So you have to find the right people to do it. Someone that likes it and enjoys working with computers, because there's a lot of weight on that position. Well, I think it's exciting to see that it's not as simple as some people think that just you take the fruit out of the tree, put it in the box. I think it's the process says the apples or cherries arriving to the warehouse, and there's a process of receiving the fruit, looking at the fruit, recording all the information, the whole process of putting fruit into rooms, and then everything that goes with that. On the apple side of things, it's obviously putting fruit in rooms, putting chemicals into it, so putting the apples to sleep. And after that, we open the room, we put them on the packing line. So the process is huge. I mean, it goes from receiving it, put it on the room, packing it, storing it, and shipping. So for cherries, it's a little different, which we receive it pretty fast, we store it really fast, we pack it really fast, and then we ship it really fast. So it's for cherry world. I mean, you'll receive it today and you ship it tomorrow. So it's that fast. With apples, it's a little different. You have a little bit more time to plan and even to store fruit, stuff like that. But I think it's exciting to see all that process and being involved in all departments, at least in my experience. Well, I would recommend once you graduate high school and you can get a taste of what the warehouse is. And if you decide to go to college, there's always engineering, program accounting, IT personnel that we're looking for. I mean, it's more than just putting fruit in the box. It's more than just that. There's a lot of things that happen behind it, which is, like I said, grower accounting. We need people that can help us design packing lines and say, if you do this, you can pack more efficient and faster this way. I think with the way things are going, for sure, more IT personnel is needed in the industry. Technology is growing, and I think the perception of most of IT people is that big corporations computers doing other stuff. But on the ag industry, with adding new technology, we needed IT personnel available.